Welcome to my channel Sew and Stash. My name's Jodie. Today's video is going to be a autumn winter sewing plans video. You guys seem to really enjoy my summer one, so I thought I would do one for like autumn winter. I didn't think there was any point in splitting autumn and winter up because, you know, they all merge into one essentially. So I've just decided to do one for autumn winter, and then I'll do one next year for spring and summer. So anyway, this year I have not really changed my kind of aesthetic. I am still rocking around in joggers, and I still like having shirts over vest tops and jeans and warm boots, and I still like warm dresses with tights and boots. So that's pretty much what is still going to happen with my sewing plans video today. So I will show you the first fabric, which is a beautiful mammoth print flannel fabric here. This was gifted to me by Minerva in exchange for a blog, obviously that I'm yet to do. So this is, oh, it's gorgeous and it's so soft. And this is going to be, I think, my first autumn winter make. So the pattern I'm going to use for that fabric is actually a men's sewing pattern, and it's called the Fairfield shirt. I think it's by is it Paper Theory or Pattern Theory? I think it's Paper Theory.
At least you've got one thing right.
I can't quite remember, but I'll pop a picture up here so you can see. I know it's a men's shirt, and that's going to sound really bizarre because I am not a man. However, this shirt has some really cool features of it that I quite like. So the first feature is that you can either have a box pleat at the back, or you can have darts. So you can add the shaping, which will obviously help with my curves. The second feature is that the shirt is inclusive with the button placket, so that you don't have to worry about pattern matching. I can't even begin to tell you how much that excites me. Like, I hate pattern matching. It will start off really well and then start slipping. I still haven't got the hang of it. It's really frustrating. So this pattern has really shouted out to me anyway. Now, I am a person who buys men's shirts and wears them as kind of like a shirt jacket. So in like the spring or in the autumn, I'm often wearing a vest with a shirt, some jeans and a boots, and that's how I feel comfortable, and I think it looks great, and it is kind of my aesthetic. So it is going to be probably like more of a boyfriend fit shirt, but that's okay because that's what I like. I don't often button shirts up. So yeah, that's, I don't know why I'm trying to justify it. I'm making a man's shirt for me. Like, that's it. I don't need to justify it. So yes, that is going to be my first make of autumn winter. So my second make, potentially, when I get the fabric for it, is going to be the Tilly and the Buttons Coco, and I'm going to make this version here. I've seen this beautiful fabric. I think it's an art gallery fabric on Minerva's website, and it is just got these like deer heads on the front, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it's a Ponte Roma, and I've been eyeing it up for well over a year, but it's quite an expensive fabric, so I haven't yet made that purchase. But what I am going to do, I think, is probably ask for my Christmas present if I can get a couple of meters of this fabric, and I'm going to make the Coco. So it's just a nice shirt dress that you can just put on, or t-shirt dress, kind of tunic kind of thing. I can just again throw over a pair of tights and some boots and I'm all set. And it's easy then, you know, it's already an outfit. So that is going to be my second make of the year. So my third make of the year is another shirt, shock horror, and it's actually going to be the Rosa shirt, again by Tilly and the Buttons. Now, I have made this shirt before and I really like it and I still wear it, but the only thing about this pattern is it needs a full bust adjustment. And in my summer sewing plans I mentioned that Tilly doesn't actually do different bust sizes for her patterns. I was wrong. So a little while ago I was looking at how to do a full bust adjustment on a princess seam garment, and I said about the Rosa. Well, Tilly and the Buttons actually do a tutorial on how to actually do a bust adjustment for this pattern. So I went ahead and followed her instructions and have managed to do a full bust adjustment on this pattern. And I've also got the extension to this pattern, which is, these are fake kind of cuffs. They just roll up and there's no cuff underneath. But I really like the actual cuff of a shirt myself, and I like to roll that up. Well, Tilly actually has an extension of this pattern that incorporates that. Now, I can't remember if I had to buy it or if it was a free download, because it was quite a while ago. But if you have a look on her website, I'm sure it will tell you. But I'm going to make this with the full proper cuff version, and I'm going to make it out of this fabric here. Can you see there's a little bit of a plaid theme going on? I absolutely adore plaid and I absolutely love this colour here. I got 3 meters of this and I got it from a shop called Coleman's. I think it was in Rushden over a year ago now, and I've been sitting and hour about what to do with that fabric, but I definitely want a shirt out of it. Now, when I say I want a shirt, today I want a shirt, tomorrow I want a shirt dress, and I do have the shirt dress version and I do like it, and I do wear it, and I think I'd wear it a lot more if it had the full cuff, but because it doesn't, and I'm having to constantly faffing and twisting the cuff back round, it means that I don't wear it as much. That, as well as the first one I made, doesn't have a full bust adjustment, so it is quite tight around my bust area, so I don't wear it as often as I would like. So I would like to make a replacement for that, being the Rosa shirt dress, and then I would also like to make a shirt, because I wear them all the time with, like I said, a vest and jeans. So I'm torn. I think because I'm already making a shirt, that I could potentially feel less guilty about making a shirt dress, and again, tights, boots, that's me, sorted. So I would imagine that I'm probably going to lean towards more the shirt dress version of it. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I get on with that. So the third make, again, is a make that I've made previously, but not in the fabric I intended to make it in. So this is the True Bias joggers, that the Hudson pants even, should I say, that I made with some fabric from Minerva, again in exchange for a blog post. I'll pop a picture up here so you can see them. And I used the high waist hack that True Bias do on their website, so you can actually obviously make this higher, and I made a 3/4 length version of this in a light jersey fabric, and I absolutely love them and I wear them all the time. So my original plan was to make this out of some different fabric. I think it was in my sewing plans video, if I remember rightly, but I didn't in the end, and I chose to make them out of a thinner fabric for the spring summer, and I'm glad I did, and I wear them all the time, so I'm definitely looking forward to purchasing some fabric for this. I'm probably going to get some like Ponte Roma, I think, to go with that. Not quite sure what colour, but that's that plan. So my next make, I think, is going to be the fabric that was intended for the Hudson, which is this fabric here. I've shown you it before. It was a meat and milk fabric. Again, I got from Minerva. I shop quite a lot there, obviously, as well as also being a Minerva ambassador. So it's this Tinsel jersey fabric by, I think the company makes it's called Meat and Milk. And I'm thinking I'm going to make the bobby. I'm torn. I don't know whether to make the bobby dress, which is what I'm leaning towards with the puff sleeve, or whether I make the jumper version, if you can see that there. Now, I have made this pattern before. I made a well, I made the jumper version, and I made it out of this beautiful fox fabric with like a really soft backing. It was, oh, it's gorgeous. I still wear it. I will be breaking it out again this winter. Again, I'll pop up a picture so you can see. And it is really comfortable. The only thing was the sleeves aren't quite full length, and I want to have like a full length sleeve, so there is an option for that, so I will be doing that this time. But yeah, I don't know whether I want to make a jumper out of this again, which means also that I could use the rest of the fabric for the joggers and wear them separately, or whether I'm going to make the jumper dress. Again, I'm really indecisive about where I'm kind of sitting, I think, this year between a two-piece set or a one-piece set. And I do think that I have, well, I'll have enough fabric definitely to make a jumper and a pair of joggers. But if I make the jumper dress, I don't think I'll have enough to make the joggers, but we will see. So that is undecided. I know what fabric I'm using, I just don't know what version I'm going to make it out of. The fabric was really expensive as well, so whatever I decide to make, I want to make sure it's something that I'm going to wear. So I have chosen patterns that I know fit me really well and that I wear often, to make sure that I obviously get the best use out of my fabric. Now, the last pattern that I am planning on making, and I've said this in my summer video, and even in my summer video I said that it's been on my sewing plans list for a very long time, and it is the Jessica, or Jessica, however you want to pronounce it, by Closet Core Patterns. I'll pop up a picture up here of the actual pattern. I have already shown it in my summer sewing plans, so I didn't want to go over it all again. But essentially, I desperately want to start this project. I have been recently trying to like gear myself up to start it. So one of the things that I'm going to do, and have been doing, is a lot of research into tailoring and tailoring techniques to just, I don't know, motivate me to get started. It is a marathon of a project that's going to take me a very long time, and I'm really looking forward to that process. But then also, I know how long it took me to trace out the pattern pieces. It was days. So if that's the case, like, imagine doing a mock-up, and then once you do the mock-up, you got to like do your alterations, which, by the way, I have zero to no confidence in doing, and will have to also research. And then once I've got my mock-up, I then have to make sure I transfer those to the original things and change those, and then really find the courage to cut into that beautiful fabric. So it's not as simple as just get your fabric, get your pattern, get on with it like I'd normally do. There is a lot of prep work involved, and for this project I am actually going to do a mock-up, which for me is unheard of. So yeah, But I do want to get started, and I am excited. It's not something I think I'm probably going to film. When you're making something and then you're trying to film it, it can be quite difficult. So I think if I do any filming around me making the Jessica blazer, it will probably be, this is what I'm going to do, this is what it looks like now, kind of rather than my usual sewing videos. But anyway, I digress. So that's everything I have planned so far for the autumn winter of 2021 to make. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys are planning on making, and I'm sure that there will probably be other things that will creep into my list. It usually happens that way. I have loads of plans, but then, you know, a new pattern gets released and there's other fabric. So I'm not going to limit myself to the projects that I've said, and I'm not going to say that I'm going to get them all done, but maybe I'll get them all done, and then maybe I'll be looking for other things to make. So please do let me know what you're making this autumn winter, what kind of fabrics that you found, what are your favourite patterns that you go to every winter. I'm really interested to know. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I've rambled enough. So without further ado, I will see you later, and if you so wish, do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.